What if I told you that there are 3 tiny, common seeds that could quietly support and protect your aging eyes, helping to restore clarity and strength, often in just a matter of days? This isn't about some unproven miracle cure. This is about a hidden truth, backed by real science, a truth that your body has been quietly asking you to discover. What if the key to healthier vision wasn't in a prescription bottle, but right in your kitchen pantry? Today, we are going to explore these 3 powerful seeds. We'll reveal not only what they are, but exactly how to use them to help combat dryness, reduce inflammation, and support the very parts of your eye that are most vulnerable after the age of 70. Stay with me, because this gentle journey towards clearer vision starts now. Hello, my dear friend. I'm so grateful you're choosing to spend a few minutes with me today. In our last video, we talked about what to drink to protect your eyesight. Simple, everyday beverages that can support healthy vision as we gracefully age. But today, we're shifting our focus to something even more fundamental, something often overlooked: what you eat. More specifically, we're talking about 3 tiny, yet incredibly powerful seeds that can quietly, yet profoundly, support and protect your eyes, especially after the age of 70. Let me ask you something, and please be honest with yourself. Have you noticed your eyes feeling dry more often? Is reading the newspaper or a good book getting a little harder? Even with the right glasses, are you starting to squint more in bright light? Or do you feel like the world around you is just a little less sharp, a little less vibrant than it used to be? If you found yourself nodding yes to any of those questions, please know this: you are not alone, and it's certainly not just in your head. What's really happening is that your retina, that thin, incredibly fragile and precious layer of tissue at the back of your eye, is starting to show the natural signs of a life well lived. And that's perfectly normal. After the age of 70, the retina naturally becomes more vulnerable to damage from things like poor circulation, low-grade inflammation, and oxidative stress. But here's the real, hidden danger. The retina itself doesn't have any pain receptors. So, this damage often happens slowly, silently, without any warning bells, until one day, the clarity you once took for granted is simply gone. I've seen this play out in my practice over and over again. A patient comes into my office, not because they're in any pain, but because they've started losing the ability to do the simple things they love: reading the newspaper in the morning, recognizing the familiar faces of loved ones across a room, or enjoying a movie without constantly straining to see. That's the real heartbreak of vision loss. It often sneaks up on you, and it takes away so much more than just your eyesight. It can take away your independence, your confidence, and your precious connection to the world around you. But here is the wonderfully encouraging news. You are not helpless in this process, and you certainly don't need to resort to expensive, unproven supplements or risky procedures to start protecting your precious eyes. You just need to learn how to listen to what your body is quietly asking for, and then give it the right, natural support. There are 3 simple, affordable, and readily available seeds that have been scientifically shown to help reduce inflammation in the eyes. to improve vital blood flow to the retina and to support your body's natural tear production. They're easy to find, wonderfully easy to use, and they just might become your new favorite daily habit. So, stay with me for the next few minutes. I'll walk you through each of these incredible seeds. I'll explain what it does, why it works, and exactly how you can start using it, starting today. And if this is your first time here, please feel free to subscribe for more natural, science-backed ways to stay strong, independent, and healthy, one conscious choice at a time. Let's begin now with the first seed and why it's a quiet, unsung hero for our aging eyes. Number 1, chia seeds. Let me introduce you to a tiny seed that most people, for years, have overlooked. But I promise you, your eyes will thank you for it. I'm talking about chia seeds. You've probably seen them sprinkled on yogurt bowls or floating in trendy health drinks. But behind their diminutive size lies an absolute powerhouse of nutrients, especially for your retina, which, as we've just discussed, is one of the most delicate and important parts of your entire eye. Here's why they matter so much for seniors like us. Think of your retina as being incredibly hungry. It needs a constant, rich supply of oxygen, the vital nutrients, and of powerful anti-inflammatory support 24/7. But as we get older, our overall blood flow can naturally slow down, inflammation can begin to creep in, and moisture, especially in our eyes, often begins to disappear. That creates a perfect storm for age-related vision loss. This is precisely where chia seeds come in as a powerful, natural ally. They are one of the absolute best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA or alpha-linolenic acid. I know that sounds very technical, but here's the simple, take-home version. These specific omega-3s are brilliant at helping to reduce inflammation inside the delicate tissues of the retina. And they even help to support healthy blood flow to your eyes. That means they may directly help to slow down, or in some cases even prevent, the progression of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, which is one of the leading causes of vision loss after the age of 70. And if you're like many of my patients who either dislike fish or get an upset stomach from taking fish oil supplements, chia seeds are a wonderfully gentle, natural, and effective alternative that won't interfere with most common medications. But that's not all. Chia seeds also contain powerful natural antioxidants, including lutein and zeaxanthin, the exact same key nutrients you'll find in those expensive, high-end eye supplements. These antioxidants act like internal bodyguards for your eyes, helping to protect your delicate retina from oxidative damage, especially if you spend a lot of time outdoors in the sun, read under bright artificial lights, or use digital screens in the evening. And there's another wonderful benefit that often gets overlooked. Moisture. Dry, irritated eyes are incredibly common as we age. And chia seeds, when they are soaked in water, form a beautiful, natural gel. That hydrating gel not only helps with your internal hydration, but can also directly support your eyes' natural tear film, making your eyes feel more comfortable and lubricated throughout the entire day. I've had so many patients tell me that their frustrating afternoon eye fatigue dramatically improved just by adding a simple spoonful of chia to their daily breakfast. Now, you might be wondering, how do I actually use them? It's beautifully simple. You can stir a spoonful into your morning oatmeal, blend them into a nutritious smoothie, or even just soak them in a glass of water for about 15 minutes to create a gentle chia tonic that you can sip slowly in the morning. They have no strong taste, and they're incredibly versatile. But let me offer one important word of caution. Always start small. Chia seeds are very high in fiber, and they absorb water like tiny little sponges. So, you should never eat them completely dry, and always be sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day when you're consuming them. If you're new to chia seeds, I recommend beginning with just a single teaspoon a day and gradually building up to 1 tablespoon as your body adjusts. And as always, if you're taking blood thinners or blood pressure medications, it's a good idea to speak with your doctor first, as chia can mildly affect clotting for some people. One of my patients, Edna, started adding a tablespoon of chia seeds to her oatmeal each morning. She's 76, has mild macular degeneration, and was constantly rubbing her dry, itchy eyes all afternoon. After just 3 weeks of this simple habit, she told me, with a huge smile, that her vision felt more awake in the mornings, and that she didn't need to use her artificial tears nearly as often. Her eye doctor even noticed less inflammation in her retina during her next checkup. That is the incredible power of one small, simple habit done consistently. So, when I say that chia seeds are senior-friendly superfoods, I truly mean it. They support your retina, they fight inflammation, they hydrate your eyes, and they give you the very nutrients your vision needs to thrive. All in a single, easy spoonful. And the best part, you don't have to change your whole diet. You just add this tiny, powerful seed to what you already eat, and you let nature do the beautiful work. Now, let's move on to the second seed on our list, one that is especially powerful for protecting your macula, the very center of your precious vision. So, we have now looked at 3 simple, yet incredibly powerful seeds. Chia for overall retinal support and hydration, flax for protecting the precious macula, and sunflower seeds for their rich, vision-defending vitamin E. But here's the profound truth I want you to really take in. You don't need to feel overwhelmed. You don't need to eat all 3 in one day. You certainly don't need to follow a strict, complicated plan or completely change everything you're used to. You just need to begin to build a steady, gentle, weekly habit, one that lovingly supports your eyes from the inside out. Because after the age of 70, our vision isn't just changing. It is, in its own quiet way, asking for our help. You've likely felt it yourself, that little bit of extra strain when you try to read the mail, the frustrating dryness that seems to creep in after lunch, that slight fogginess or the increased glare when you try to drive at dusk. It's frustrating, isn't it? It can even feel a little scary, and worst of all, it can make you wonder if this is just how things are going to be from now on. But I am here today to remind you, with all my heart, that it doesn't have to be. You do not have to rely only on prescriptions or a lifetime of eye drops. Sometimes, the most profound answers are found in the quiet, simple things, like a spoonful of seeds stirred into your morning oatmeal, or a small handful added to your afternoon snack. I have seen patients regain a sense of clarity they thought was gone forever, not because they did anything extreme or drastic, but because they did one small, simple thing consistently. One gentleman I worked with, Albert, was 81 when he first came to see me. He had chronically dry, irritated eyes and was having increasing trouble focusing while reading his beloved books. We didn't change his entire diet. We simply added a tablespoon of ground flaxseed to his yogurt 3 times a week, and a small handful of sunflower seeds to his salad at lunch. That's it. After just 4 weeks, he told me, with a twinkle in his eye, that reading felt easier again. His eyes weren't burning by the evening anymore. And maybe, most importantly, he said he felt hopeful again. That's what this is really all about. It's not just about nutrition. It's about taking back a little bit of control in a world where the process of aging can sometimes make you feel like you're losing it. Your eyes are still with you. They are still working so incredibly hard for you every single day. And they will respond to your care. Not perfect care, just consistent, thoughtful support. So, here's what I want you to do. Take a gentle look at what you're already eating. Find just one place, one simple meal, where you can easily add a spoonful of chia, flax, or sunflower seeds this week. Maybe it's your breakfast cereal. Maybe it's your lunchtime salad. Maybe it's your afternoon yogurt snack. You decide, just make it yours, because over time, that one quiet, simple habit could do more for your precious vision than you ever thought possible. Concluding summary and a very strong call to action. As we bring our journey to a close today, I want to say thank you, truly, for making it this far. It tells me that you care deeply about your health, that you value your independence, and that you are committed to protecting your vision, not just for yourself, but for the people you love, for all the beautiful things in this world you still want to see. Because let's be honest, when our eyesight begins to fade, it changes everything. It can be harder to stay connected, harder to feel confident, harder to enjoy the simple, little things that once brought us so much joy. But the most important message I hope you take away from our time together today is this: you are not powerless. With just a few small, conscious choices, adding a spoonful of powerful seeds to your breakfast, being consistent with what you eat, paying gentle attention to how your eyes feel, you can begin to turn the tide. You can nourish your retina. You can calm the inflammation. You can support your body's natural tear production. And most of all, you can send your incredible body the powerful, loving message that it is still, and always will be, worth caring for. I'm not here to promise you miracles, but I have seen, time and time again, what small, steady, consistent habits can do over time. I've seen eyes become more comfortable. I've seen vision stay sharper for longer. And I've seen people feel more in control, more hopeful, and more vibrant, just by making these simple, natural seeds a regular part of their weekly routine. So, wherever you are in your own personal journey, whether you're just starting to notice changes or you've been dealing with eye issues for years, I want you to remember this. It is never too late to support your vision. It is never too late to start caring for yourself in a new way. And it is absolutely never, ever too late to feel hopeful again. If this video gave you something helpful today, maybe a new idea, a renewed sense of direction, or even just a little bit of encouragement, then we passionately, sincerely invite you to become a vital part of our incredible community. Subscribe now and join our mission to share simple, science-backed, natural health wisdom that truly empowers you. By subscribing, you are not just getting more videos, you are joining a growing family of people who are choosing to take their health into their own hands. One loving choice at a time. Click that subscribe button with purpose, and be absolutely certain to ring that powerful notification bell, because you won't want to miss a single one of our upcoming deep dives into the simple secrets of staying strong, healthy, and independent at any age. And now, we would be so deeply honored to hear from you. Your journey, your voice, and your wisdom are what make this community so incredibly special. Please, share your own story in the comments below. Have you already been using chia, flax, or sunflower seeds? Or if you're planning to start after watching this, which seed will you try first? Your simple comment could be the very inspiration that encourages someone else to begin their own journey to better vision. Reminding you that true health isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. Take beautiful care of your eyes. Take wonderful care of yourself. Thank you for being here and for watching.